as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that.
Here's Carter. Off play action. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jordan Willis able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Carter over the middle. That's caught by Adams. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Carter throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Double tight, double tight.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Finding some room at midfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Oh, yeah.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-99 Philly. Here we go. Set. Green 39.
And now here's a carry heading left.
Switch.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Detroit! Now let's go! Watch him, Detroit!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go. Come on. Run. 1, 2, 4. We got a runner.
Set! 3-19! No. Check. Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Cochran. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. The big fella. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Now let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Cochran. Over the middle, complete. That's Perry. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Gun!
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Leopard. Detroit. Here we go now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cochran dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an
Set.
island over there.
3-19.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cochran. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Tight end right.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down. Cochran finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Now let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to the air on second down. Cochran, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Operating from the gun, Cochran escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing on first down. Cochran. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Allen able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Cochran looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Norris. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And on second and 10 now. Back to throw is Carter. To throw from his end zone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some pressure. Let's see what they can do on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Fights loose. He's got Evans. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, flex round! Flex round!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Carter. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Let's go!
Carter now on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Devontae Freeman with a touchdown in that one. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Evans has it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Buying time to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Carter being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Come on.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire, and this is taken in at the 5. And that one results in 35 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back to the touch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Leopard. Leopard.
To throw on 2nd down. Cochran feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Given 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is fielded at the goal line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Steps away to his left. Bearing this one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Always got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Looking to throw. Cochran, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back to throw. Carter out to the left here to Reed. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right around the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Let's go.
Now Carter throwing on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Carter, screen play, Johnson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Now let's go.
Now they try the right side here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But it was stopped on that play. We had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date now.